Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the vault. Thank you for tuning in live or listening to replay. Always appreciate you all for tuning in live or listening to replay. You are now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian, know not to control everything. This is the vault, episode 243. Retail traders, financial porn, and intellectual snobbery. Really excited about doing this episode today. Just because we have so many people that reach out to the vault. You know, they have come on the webinars with Trader to Cornell or Cornell to Trader quite a few times. And, you know, we understand our position at the vault. You know, we don't give out financial advice. But for some odd reason, you know, we sit in this world of internet age where supposedly information is supposed to be king. Information is supposed to be power. And you know, we're here to address those issues today on this particular episode, the Vault, episode 243, Retail Traders, Financial Porn, and Intellectual Snobbery. So, thank you for tuning in live or listening to replay. Always feel free, if you go back and listen to this in the replay, feel free to just type into the chat while you're listening, you know, your location and where you're tuning in live from. Always appreciate everybody for typing into the chat where they're tuning in live, listening to replay from. It's always appreciated. If you all want to get a consultation or reach out during this episode or after the episode, feel free to type into the chat or literally email christian@trustchristian.com. Once again, that's christian@trustchristian.com. So appreciate you all. Definitely appreciate Brooklyn, New York for tuning in live. Alaska, obviously that's awesome. Alaska's tuning in live. Just knowing Alaska seems like it's always in the middle of nowhere, but people still tune in from different parts of the world. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in from all over the world, and appreciate that. So this episode, episode 243, Retail Traders, Financial Porn, and Intellectual Snobbery, is just dedicated to all the trustees, people that have taken webinars with the Vault for the webinars, you know, with the trading and things of that nature. And so we're here to clear some things up for people because it is a misconception. It has been something that people have walked away feeling, you know, like their feelings are hurt emotionally because they're not aware of a particular subject matter. And, you know, this is a disadvantage that retail traders have because they're not familiar with the financial terms that they run into when they first get into trading, or when they get into financial sectors in general. People run into a vocabulary gap. So it's always interesting to see that people run into these vocabulary gaps, and they bump their head and they don't know where to go to actually get definitions, and not only that, but to build the relationships that foster the retention of this information. And so this episode is catered and dedicated towards the solutions to that problem. We're not only going to address the problem, but we're going to address the solutions, because there are solutions to these problems. And the biggest problem that we see right now, and this is the first one and first and foremost, is the financial vocabulary gap. People are going to walk into, when they go into, whether it's trading, whether it's when they go into finance, whether it's when they go into understanding how to improve their business acumen, the first level of wall that most people run into is vocabulary. And you can see this displayed when we see entrepreneurs not knowing how to communicate, or investors not knowing how to communicate, or retail traders not knowing how to communicate with their accountants, with their lawyers, with their financial advisors, with their estate planners. We see this over and over and over again. See, the Vault is speaking from experience. This is not a tchotchke like these guys over the internet that are just throwing out some financial terms like, oh, your birth certificate is a security. Well, if your birth certificate is a security, why aren't you consulting with a securities agent? But see, no one wants to consult with the experts in the field because there's a financial gap. And when you cannot communicate with the experts in the field, you will feel intellectually inferior. And so This is the type of intellectual snobbery that's being thrown out there in the public on a continuous basis that people run into is, oh, well, somebody told me that my birth certificate is worth $100 million or $2 billion gajillion, and it's worth something. So if it's worth something and it's supposed to be a monetary instrument, why don't you communicate and consult with someone that is a financial expert? Because there is a language barrier there. You have to make sure that they're not going to steal your money. So many people come to the vault and say, well, we spend money on this, we spend money on that. We didn't know, how credible the vault was until we really inquired. But at the end of the day, we're happy that we did inquire. But the biggest thing is a lot of these guys over the internet are selling us information that's not congruent with what we're looking to do. Their intentions are completely different. They're trying to help us get something for nothing, whereas the vault is saying you have to work in this environment, you have to study in this environment, you have to read in this environment. That's not intellectual snobbery. That is intellectual brotherhood, intellectual partnership, because it deals with intellectual property. When you are given intellectual property, such as financial language, you have to study it. It's not something to just say, oh, well, I bought my Black's Law Dictionary, I got my Barron's Dictionary, and I'm good to go now. It's you putting yourself in an environment where you're working with other entrepreneurs, other investors, other people that can solidify your conversation, your peers that can solidify the conversation and say, you know what you're talking about or you don't know what you're talking about. And this is what we're running into on a continuous basis, is that people are literally, people are running into people that are giving them false information. There's no way to be held accountable for it. And it's turned into intellectual snobbery. Well, let's get to the retail trader's financial porn. This is how you know that this is retail trader financial porn. When someone posts their trades, where someone posts their P&L. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's either this person is trying to recruit you, this person is trying to sell you, but ladies and gentlemen, there are no professionals in our environment, assets under management, that are taking pictures of their trading accounts. None of them. None of them are taking pictures of, this is the trades that we were profitable on this week. You want to know why? Because retail traders will eat you up. First of all, we already know you're lying. Because why would you only post your good trades? When are you going to post your bad trades? Oh, see, people don't understand. Retail trader financial porn looks like somebody posting their account. Oh, I made money on this stock today. I made money on that stock today. But so when did you lose? Are you seeing their losses? Do you know when they lost? Do they lose at all? Most people don't even know when these guys are losing, when these women are losing. All they see is, oh, I'm making money in the stock market today. Oh, I'm making money in my trading account today. Look how much money I've made in my account today. Intellectual snobbery. People are posting their trades as if they're a pro. But how are you a pro and you don't post your P&L for your weekly, daily, or monthly? All we see is these guys saying, oh, you can make $1,000 a day trading. You can make $4,000 a day trading. You can make all this money trading. If you can make all of this money trading, why are they not trading bigger accounts? When you look and see their amount that they're trading, these guys aren't trading certain lot sizes. People don't even understand who controls the market. These guys don't want to tell you who's controlling the market. They want to tell you, I'm a day trader. There's so much selling of day trading that's gone on in the past 6 to 12 months that it's just sad to see that people are falling for retail trader financial porn of someone saying, one of their friends saying, I am making money trading day trading. If they're making money day trading, why aren't they telling you about their losses? Because you have to be prepared for losses in trading, ladies and gentlemen. Why aren't they advertising the emotional EQ that goes with their financial EQ? Because most people have an emotional connection to money. So since they have an emotional connection to money, if they're losing money just as much as they're making money, that would mean that there is a emotional component to it. There's an emotional component to wins and losses. But hey, people just want to post their wins on the internet. People just want to post that they're making money on the internet through retail trading. They want to post the little snapshot of them generating, I made $300 today trading. So let's go and take you all to the bottom line. The bottom line is who the market makers are. Do you know what a market maker is? Because it's definitely not your retail friend trader. It's not the salesman over the internet that's selling you on retail trading. Let's go to who's moving the market, ladies and gentlemen. They're called market makers. Okay? These are people that control the market. They're not your friends making $300 a day or $500 a day or $1,000 a day. Not these guys saying, well, I don't have a college degree, so I can make money over the internet, and how did I make all this money over the internet just trading, and I lost $15,000, but I said I would never do it again, and now I'm going to make all of this money back. This is the stupidity that people have over the internet that they're falling for, where someone says, well, have you heard this dumb line? I lost money. That was the best lesson I could have ever learned. Are you serious? So you're learning from losses? Guess what? Market makers? Do you know who a market maker is? They make money from buying and selling. They make money from the bid and the ask. What is a market maker? It's a firm or an individual who quotes two sides to the market in a security, providing bids and offers along with the market size of each. Ladies and gentlemen, the detail can go further. Don't worry. Who do you think the market makers are? They're the bank. Oh, do you want to know who else is the market maker? Most common type of market maker is a brokerage house that provides purchases and sales solutions for investors, i.e. retail traders, in an effort to keep financial markets liquid. So when you hear Cornell, the trader, come on and say, trading is a zero-sum game, who's providing the liquidity for these people that are playing both sides? See, when most people put in their positions, they're putting in a buy, and then they finally get around to learning how to do a sell. But when you talk about a market maker, they're playing both sides, and they're utilizing retail traders for liquidity. Most people don't even know what liquidity is. But the brokerage houses, they're doing what? They're selling your positions to who? The market makers. So let's find out who's a common brokerage house. Oh, you guys familiar with the name Acorn? You remember those guys that they take a little bit of your money and then they put it in the stock market and you get a fraction of a stock? Oh, okay, sure. You ready for some retail porn? Some retail traders, financial porn? Here we go. We're going to give you all a free platform to put in your age, to put in your what you do for work possibly. We're going to track your spending habits, and we're going to track what you want to put your money into. Not all of your money, some of your money. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to sell this information to hedge funds, to the market makers. Oh, you didn't know that was in their business plan? Advertising? How can they give you a platform for free to trade on, minimal fees, and then you not win all the time? People think the stock's just going to go up all the time, so they're going to sit you in a stock like the old head mutual fund thought process. Remember, when do you make money in a traditional investment or the stock market? Isn't it when the stock goes up? But what happened recently when Kodak went up? And it was talked about through the retail traders investing through Acorn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is public information. But retail traders, they want to say, "Oh no, don't worry, I don't have a 401k." Ladies and gentlemen, let's share with you some facts from the market makers. Do you know who Vanguard, one of the largest financial institutions in the United States, is? Vanguard. That's what they say about, let's hear what they say about people when they turn 65 years old. You can go and Google this. These are the same people that you're holding your financial future their hands in. This is what they say. The average people that hold accounts with us at the age of 65 have only 58, no more than $58,000 saved up in their 401k. You gotta be kidding. Vanguard, ladies and gentlemen, has reported this information 2019. So you haven't finished 2020 yet. So you can look at 2019 and say, do you think it jumped up $1 million? Do you think it jumped up $999,000? Isn't it the common consensus that you're supposed to have $1 million when you retire at the age of 65? Vanguard says, oh no, the average individual that retires has $65,000, $68,000 or less in their retirement program. This is the facts. This is the facts, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing people literally trust these gurus that are sitting over the internet that are saying, oh, I'm making thousands of dollars a day through the internet. But they're showing you only their wins. They're not showing you their losses. They're not showing you their P&L. All they want to do is show you that they're so-called up. Oh, I took a little loss today, but I'm going to make it back up. These people are literally preying on people's weaknesses, that they have a low financial IQ. A financial IQ that hasn't been given to them by anybody other than the internet gurus. This is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the age of people stealing people's money for the benefit of what? What is this the benefit of? Greetings, Jamaica, for tuning in live, listening to replay. What is the benefit of you posting your trades? Posting charts? This is where we are. People have taken the course. They'll go through the course with Cornell the Trader. Someone that is a professional. Why is someone a professional? Because they don't work a job. They live solely off of trading. People will literally go from having mentorship proposed to them to wanting to go get the free information over the internet. They want to join these groups that satiate and make them feel good about them doing nothing. They don't want to learn how to trade properly to get past retail trader status. They want to be in a group of people that's not helping them set goals. You think professional traders don't have goals? But the intellectual snobbery says, oh, trading is easy. All you got to do is, just chart this out and you'll be good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, when you came through even the webinar with Trust Christian, Vault, Cornell the Trader, you learned that there is an education that you have to acquire, but it's not going everywhere to the guys over the internet. It's literally hunkering down in the information that was given so you can continue the mentorship. Appreciate Mississippi for tuning in live, listening to replay. It's about the mentorship. How many people are being mentored, handheld for periods of time? Or are people just wanting to find the next best girlfriend, the next best boyfriend? Someone that literally is going to put them in a position where they have no vested interest in your financial future. How many of you all are listening, have someone that's walking with you through your financial education that literally has a vested interest in your financial future? The Vault does. All the trustees. Why does the Vault have an interest in those trustees? because they can be successor trustees. See, it's not hard, it's common sense. This isn't rocket science. The vault is a succession planning program. So of course it's a vested interest in the trustees. Why? Because you're in a community of trustees that can help you out with succession. When something happens to you, you have a competent trustee instead of giving it over to who? The bank. But we sit around people in certain environments that say, well, guess what? Don't worry about training your children. What do you mean don't worry about training your children? They say, oh yeah, who's going to be your successor trustee? They don't want to tell you who's going to be your successor trustee. It's going to be the bank. By default, they're managing the bank account, right? They're going to be by default the successor. But if you don't have trust in place, you have the will in place, by default, it's the lawyer. He's going to administer the estate. Well, what about the retail traders' accounts? You going to leave it up to the broker? Listen to what the broker's doing. They're market makers. They're taking both sides of the market in a security. They're doing the buy and the sell. They're doing the bid and the ask. Why is it, do you think, when you put in a position, you start out in a negative? How were they able to give you margin? Well, sounds like buying a house. You think you own the house, but you're in debt the whole time. How do you own the house you're in debt? We've been saying this for years. Is the financial acumen of the common public that low that they don't know that they don't own the house? But because of them having a low financial IQ, they don't know, financial acumen wise, that they don't own something that they're in debt to. But they think they own the house on paper. No, you're just legally responsible for the debts. When it comes to trading, remember, there's a entry fee and a close fee. The round trip. You didn't know about that? When you put in a trade, don't you have to pay a fee? Yeah. When you close the trade, don't you have to pay a fee? Yeah. The round trip. But did the retail traders tell you about that? Or did they just advertise that you can make as much money as you want through trading? People are losing their financial retirements through false advertisement from these financial advisors. The financial advisors? These financial advisors have no accountability other than a certification. Oh, I have my CFP, I have my CPP, CC, whatever. They got all of these daggone letters behind their name. But what happened when COVID hit? Did they give you the warning to get out of certain stocks? You put all of this time and energy into your 401k for years. Oh no. Guess what? Biden's going to give you a deal for your 401k. The Secures Act is going to give you a deal for your 401k. So you're not penalized and all this good stuff. Government sponsored programs. But then you got those private companies like Vanguard to say, yeah, the average person, by the time they reach 65, they don't even have more than $60,000 in their 401k. You think you're going to save up that much in your account when they already got the stats out for 2019? You think you're going to outperform big companies? Intellectual snobbery. Not taking the mentorship. Not seeking a private education. A private education is a financial education. It's not just listening to Robert Kiyosaki on YouTube and thinking that that's a financial education. He's financially well off. He's like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett at one point said, oh, cryptos are trash. Guess what? You don't think he's in it now? You don't think the market makers have found out that it works? The technology has to be proven. What happened to you all when you all were young? If you're young enough to know about the dot-com bust. The dot-com boom and bust. People said the internet was not going to work. Amazon stock went down to dollars. It was less than $100. Now it's over thousands of dollars. Their stock was quoted, don't buy, by financial analysts, by financial advisors. Don't have those tech stocks in your portfolio. They're trash. Everybody wants a piece of Amazon now. Why? Because they've proven the model. So they didn't prove the model for the cryptos yet, right? Right. But they proved Amazon's model, which was, does Amazon make anything? What does Amazon do? All they do is give you the opportunity to literally get products from third parties that they're not making. They're an online mall with no walls. Retail traders can't even break down companies. They don't even know the earnings ratios of companies. They don't even know. I remember sitting in webinars with Cornell. People be talking about, oh, I'm trying to trade these Forex pairs. They're trying to trade these Forex pairs. So you're trying to trade Forex pairs and you don't even know about the financials of that country. Do you know about the financials of Europe? Do you know about the financials of the Australian pairs? Do you know about the financials of the European pairs? How do you even get those financials? Are you getting them from the guy that just gave you his snapshot of his phone? These guys that are in their paper accounts? Intellectual snobbery is trading from a paper account. We talked about that with trading partner Cornell for years. Why are people in paper accounts? Well, you got to get practice. Practice what? Losing? Ladies and gentlemen, there is an emotional component to money. Bottom line. And if you don't want to realize that, don't worry. We'll hear about you in the newspaper. We'll hear about the statistics. How many retail traders lost money when a stock split happened? They don't even know what a stock split is, but they're invested in stocks. How are you invested in stocks and you don't know what a stock split is or does for your family and your family's financial future? See, this isn't intellectual snobbery. This is pointing out the problems so you can solve them yourself. Because when it comes to finance, it starts with you and it ends with you. We're pointing out that your financial advisor couldn't save you from the COVID stocks getting hit in your 401ks. But guess what? If you all think that there weren't people making money during what we call the 2020 wealth transfer, $1 trillion wealth transfer in February, April, May, March, June. Ladies and gentlemen, when did we leave the bear market? Do you even know when we left the bear market? Do you know what type of market we're in right now? Do you know how long we're going to be in this market? People say, oh, Robert Kiyosaki said there was going to be a stock market crash. Oh, the Gray said it's going to be a stock market crash. And then they're still saying it's going to be a stock market crash. But you have to get up and do something today. And that means generate wealth for your family. Do you think they weren't making money during the crash? Intellectual snobbery. You don't think they were making money during the crash? You don't think people have made money all throughout this year? While people's families have been subject to crybaby and going to get PPP money from the government? People had to go and take money from the government because they didn't prepare. They didn't prepare for the storms that were going to come. And they thought that they were going to have their savings protect them. Oh, well, I could just save up $100,000. Yeah, that goes quick. That goes quick. Ladies and gentlemen, people have made money all throughout this year. But oh no, you got to go, these guys over the internet, this is the best time to become a trader. How? You don't have a financial IQ. So how do you get over that? First, you got to invest in your financial education. Yes, Barron's Financial Dictionary is a great dictionary to have. Even a Black's Law Dictionary is a great dictionary to have. Why? Because it puts you in the environment to learn the language that people are speaking. When you don't know what quantitative or qualitative analysis is, when you do not know what these terms are, you're at a disadvantage. But the rest of these guys, oh, it's easy to make money. It's like a job. All you got to do is get online, you push a button, and you push another button, and then there's green arrows. If they go up, you're making money. If there's red arrows, you're not making money. And then at the end of the day, you got to close out before the red arrow appears. That's how it is. But is that every day for you? And who wants to day trade? Do you not know about pension funds? Pension funds sitting in trades for 6 months to 18 months plus for years? Hold on. The pension funds that you guys are invested in, they're sitting in trades for years. So they actually know the market because they're a market maker. Remember, the pension funds that you all have, they're market makers. Who are they? They're a firm or an individual. Institutions who actively quote two sides of the market. You want to know who a market maker is? The Federal Reserve Bank. Does the Federal Reserve Bank acquire bonds, treasury notes? Ladies and gentlemen, how can you beat a market maker when these people are taking two positions against you? They're taking a position on the sell and the buy, the bid and the ask. How can you win? You want to know how you win? You go get in the rooms that they're in. You do what Trust Christian and Naval has done. You go get in the rooms with the asset managers. You invest in your private education. Yes, we've already recommended it. Yes, you know about the American Bankers Association. That's who the market makers are. But oh no, Trust Christian, those conferences are $1,600 for one ticket. Those are those are $2,000 plus tickets to get in those conferences. They're asking me what firm I work for. I have a job, Trust Christian, but I'm retail trading on the side. How can I go in there and I don't even have a business? You might want to start a business. Go find out how to set up that business properly. Why are you trading in your name? Oh, man, this guy, he said he made $20,000 this year. He made $50,000. He made $100,000 trading. Is he doing it in his name? You thought it was a game, right? They're trading in their name? You're trading in your name? The worst position you can be in, you're a sole proprietor, trading in your name. Wow. Intellectual snobbery. Financial traders, financial porn. Retail traders, financial porn. They want to tell you to trade in your name so you can get taxed at the highest tax liability. Really? Oh no, Trust Christian, go with those foreign brokers. You know, those foreign brokers, you'll be okay. How are you going to be good with the foreign brokers if something happens and you're not in a business position? How are you going to get remedy with them legally? You're going into jurisdictions that don't have a rule of law. You thought you was going to get around there talking to Trust Christian, though, right? Because you're in the environments, right? We're in the environments. The assets under management. But yo, no, you're going to get that 1099 this year, right? Right. You made all this money in the account. Hold on. Not only did you not just leave it in the business account, you pulled it out to a personal account. Yep. So it's not business, it's personal. You didn't build up the account so you can make bigger trades. So you can stop working a job. People don't even know. Why are you trading for income? When you put money into a 401k, do you pull it right out? No. When you put money into a pension, do you pull it right out? No. So how can you live off the trading income? Well, Trust Christian, what is it not for? If I'm trading, ain't I supposed to be able to make money while I'm trading? You already are making money. How did you get the money to start trading in the first place? But I don't want to work a job, Trust Christian. That's why you're supposed to build a business. But are they telling you all to diversify your portfolio? Are they telling you all to maybe when you do those type of retail traded positions that you have some real estate that may be bringing in some type of income, have some notes bringing in some type of income, have some assets that are bringing in some type of income? No, because it's intellectual snobbery. They're not financially IQ astute. They're telling you to keep your job though, right? Yeah, you don't have to quit your job. Just trade on the side. You can make $10,000 a month. You can make all this money on the side. Oh, really? Why didn't you go interview your financial advisor? Because your financial advisor or financial advisors, don't they trade retail traders' money? Yeah, they're a financial advisor. They trade it by putting it into these funds, right? Okay, yeah, they do. How much are they making? These guys are riding the damn metro to work, carrying peanut butter and jellies in their attaché case. Oh yeah, they're living in New York in a damn in a loft. They don't even have their own rooms. This is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. People are not even tying the emotional side to the business when it is important. And they're definitely not educating themselves on the vocabulary. Appreciate Callie for tuning in live. Once again, we appreciate everybody for tuning in live or listening to replay. But this intellectual snobbery, these retail traders, financial porn, where people are taking snapshots of their trading accounts, you got to stop. It's sad. How do you know if that person's trading from a paper account or not? Most people don't even know the color of the screen. They don't even know. But you think these guys are making money. Well, I'm going to give him my money because it looks like he's making money. Is that how it really works? People are so intellectually indolent that they don't want to learn the responsibility of growing and maintaining assets. Want to know why people actually don't value their money? It's because they don't value their time. And time is money. They don't value their time. How valuable is your time? When are you going to put in the time to learn the skill and the craft? Or are you just going to jump straight to the money? Sat around trading partner Cornell. He said, yeah, it took me 8 months before I put in a live trade. I was studying every day, 5 hours a day. Wow. How many people went to barbecues this summer? They weren't studying 5 hours a day. You had the time during COVID with the PPP checks. They didn't study all day. Well, we don't know where to go. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to invest in relationships. We brought out Cornell. He's not doing any more webinars this year. You could have went and got the education to start out. Oh no, we got a bunch of retail traders. They were like, oh man, we're going to get the education. They didn't follow the mentor. The mentor says he didn't trade every day. How many of them are day trading? Every single day. Day trading. Why are you day trading? What happens when you don't day trade every day? You don't make money. So you're learning the skill ass backwards. Because guess what? Pension funds are sitting in trades. Hedge funds are sitting in stocks. But you didn't learn that though, did you? You learned to do it the hard way. Who you think taking's retail trader? Who you think is taking day traders' money when the day traders lose? The hedge funds that are just sitting on positions, buy and sell. The pension funds. So where do you get this education from? You get it from investing in your private education, whether it's with the Vault, whether it's with Cornell if he does any more webinars. A lot of these retail traders that have gone through the webinar program are going to have their feelings hurt because money is tied to their emotions. And with Cornell, and we bring out a children's program that have children learning how to trade 3 to 6 month positions, 1 month, 3 months, 6 month, 12-month positions. They're going to find out the hard way what they should have been doing the whole time. But they wanted to day trade because it looks good, because these guys are putting grease all over their arms and they're standing in front of the cars that they're renting over the internet. First of all, there's no retail trader or trader on Wall Street standing in front of their Ferrari telling you that they're a trader on Wall Street. Since they're not telling you that they're trading on Wall Street in front of Ferraris, why are they're charlatans, ladies and gentlemen. They're thieves. They're literally telling you that they're making money standing in front of a rented car. But they're telling you you can day trade. It's so easy. Come through our program. It's $29.99 a month, or it's a couple $1,000s a month. People don't even understand that. Went through Cornell the Traders program, literally, that he did the pricing in the program because when you're African American, you understand sometimes that the education for that particular community can be blocked because it's not enough people that get money and give back. They don't give back via education. They give back doing other things, but they don't give back via education. We are still in the process of investing in our education. We are around hedge fund managers. We have been around them for years. They are in trust. They're in foundations. Cryptos are in trust. They're in foundations. We're in these environments. But retail traders, they want financial porn. They want intellectual snobbery. They want some guy to be their king and their queen, their lord over them. Hey, he's more smarter than me. All I got to do is put in what he told me to put in. Hey, what are the trades? We still see it in the hedge fund environment. People come around. Hey, can you tell us the next stock to buy? What's the best stock to buy? COVID is still here. What's the best COVID play? What's the best post-COVID play? You have to do the financial research yourself. What do you mean, Trust Christian? That's a lot of time and I don't know where to start. You got to invest in your private education. Your private education is your financial education. It's at least starting to learn the words. Oh man, no, Trust Christian, I got to make money right now. The money's passing me by. You think we don't see trades right now in front of us? You don't think we see stocks in front of us moving right now that we know that are actually in tune with the times? Zoom? Oh, you thought, man, there's a lot of people sitting on Zoom. Is the play over yet? Or do you all think the play's over yet? Once again, this isn't financial advice, disclosure to anyone. We are not giving that. So don't say, oh, I put my money into the stock and I lost it. Why? Because there are guys out here that will still tell you that Zoom is a good stock to buy. They will tell you, go into these options because you don't have to have a lot of money for options. That is not the reason why you go in options. But people want to go into options. These guys want to trade with a penny, trade with 5 cents, trade with 10 cents, and tell you, oh, well, I made thousands of dollars today. You made thousands of dollars a day, right? Off of a penny. How long are you going to do that? We already seen you did that for a month, for 2 months, for 6 months. We already know you're not making no money. Why? Why would you have, first of all, in our environment, we learned that when you're making money, you actually put more money in. Hold on. When you're making money, you put more money in. This is what retail traders do. When they're making money, they take money out. When they're losing money, they take money out. Doesn't that sound right? This is the intellectual snobbery that the retail traders utilize. Man, when I lost money, that was the best lesson I could have learned right there. I lost $10,000. That was the best thing for me right there. Now I know. Know what? How to lose? Intellectual snobbery. People follow these people though. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay, because we want to set y'all at ease that the information is slim to none. Everybody's not going to be a financial retail trader. They're not. But what you can do is invest in your financial education. So as you grow throughout life, you got better conversations with the lawyers, with the accountants, with the financial advisors. That's who. Not worried about, oh man, you know, this guy says he's making $10,000, $20,000 a month. Oh really? He's making all that money a month, right? But he doesn't ever show you his losses. You didn't see his losses? Why don't all you see is his wins? Because it's retail traders financial porn. That's why. And people wonder, man, I wonder why I'm not able to make money yet. I got to go to this group, and that group, and this group, and that group. Want to know why you're losing? Because you didn't get a mentor. A dedicated professional mentor. Someone that's living full-time off it. How about you G-check these guys and ask them, is that the only source of income you have? But people don't hear that though. They just want to go for the guy. He's working at the meat packing station, but he's trading on the side, making $5,000, $10,000. You got these guys that got these programs. Oh yeah? Why aren't they showing you any odds distribution methods? odds distributions. That means there's odds to you winning and losing, right? Oh, have you ever been to a racetrack? The odds, the odds of you winning on a horse or losing, right? The odds of you winning or losing in trading. Why aren't they showing you that? Because it's intellectual snobbery. They're charlatans. They're taking your money. They're telling you you can learn how to trade, but you got a job. How do you got a job and you think it's going to be easy to learn how to trade? You don't have financial guts yet. Because if you did, you would at least be in entrepreneurship, investing in yourself, not investing in someone else's job. Do we have to go there? How can you invest financial instruments properly if you have a job? You have a job. You don't have the confidence to invest in yourself, but you think you have the confidence to invest in a company? You think you have the confidence to invest in a currency? Oh, Trust Christian, what about gold and silver? Gold and silver to the vault and the trustees is not an investment. It's a savings. It's not an investment. It's a savings. Investment is where you put your money at risk. What's your risk tolerance? We appreciate you all for tuning in live or tuning in to replay. We already know we're going to get a bunch of comments, questions. Feel free to type into the chat where you're listening from. Any comments or questions, feel free to type them into the chat. But we just go ahead and get rid of these guys that are posting their so-called P&Ls, which they're not even P&Ls. They're literally just posting their so-called wins, their winning days. Then when you don't hear them, then when they're losing, you don't even hear from them on the internet that day. We appreciate all you all for tuning in live or listening to replay, because it's very important to get around people that are successful, getting around pro traders. And the way that you do that is by investing in your private education. You can feel free to reach out, Christian@trustchristian.com, to get in those environments. Cornell has been around in this environment for a while, and we can let you all know that there are resources out there. But there's not a lot of resources out there for people that all they want to do is become a part of some financial group, get in some susu group, passing a dollar around, thinking that's financial IQ. What about the financial EQ? We forgot about that? No, the vault hasn't forgot about that. The vault is very aware of that. And it's about time that people that are walking around with public educations invest in their private education so they can really be in control of their financial future. That comes from investing in your education. So you guys are playing with money every day, and you're not going to invest in your private education. Oh, Trust Christian, I'm going for the cheap education first. Guess what? Here's a term that you may or may not be familiar with. It's called opportunity cost loss. So while you're investing in the cheap education, you're actually losing because you're not investing in the real education. So you're losing opportunities in the future because you're trying to create shortcuts. You're not trying to put the work in. You think you're the smartest person in the room, huh? Trust Christian, I got a degree. I'm supposed to be better off and further along the road in life. Oh, really? But the actions speak louder than words. Right. Trust Christian, know nothing, control everything. Appreciate everybody for tuning in live or listening to replay. Feel free to reach out to Christian. Feel free to reach out to the vault, Christian@trustchristian.com. We definitely appreciate all the people that have gone through and taken the webinars with Cornell, the trader, and we know some people have followed directions, and some people are literally just intellectually masturbating. They're trading from paper accounts. Why are you trading from a paper account, ladies and gentlemen? Are you going to work for Monopoly money? No. That's why you know you need to get out of a paper account, because you're sitting in a fake account talking about I'm getting some money. You're not getting any money. You're getting intellectual masturbation. That's what you're getting. And all these other goofballs that are sitting around you telling you I'm trading, but they're trading from a paper account, they're intellectually masturbating. Oh, you don't think that the traders on our end, the professional traders, talk this way to people? We laugh at people that are paper trading. You don't even have any emotional connection to the money. Even when you, at least you put some skin in the game. But oh no, then you got the goofballs that say, well, I learned my best lesson when I lost money. You're supposed to learn your best lessons from your mentor. You're supposed to gain experience from the best teacher. And the best teacher and experience is someone else's experience. Your mentors. Slow down and speed up, ladies and gentlemen. That's what one of the mentors told me. Slow down and speed up. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Appreciate you all for tuning in live or listening to replay. Feel free to reach out, Christian@trustchristian.com. Consultations, get your business started. You're trading in a live account, but you're using your own name. These are called rookie mistakes. Rookie